This game is freaking gorgeous, though. The saddest thing about going from original Final Fantasy XIV to A Realm Reborn, I mean, the zones are beautiful, is that they're much smaller. At least the Realm Reborn zones are. They're far smaller than they were before. Now, granted, a lot of 1.0 zones were super copy-pasted. I mean, it was literally like half the zone was just copy-pasta, and it was just this barren wasteland of what the fuck ever, but part of me really mourns what that game could have been if it had started in a more finished state. Because I'm sure they had cool ideas, but then again, you know, it was the dude's hubris that got it to that point. It's like, well, we have to listen to this. We have to do this design. We have to design it this way because that's the way it's going to work. This is what we know players will like. Freaking Ian from WoW with his whole, like, I need Covenant to be this way. We know it'll work. There's going to be a ripcord. By the way, psych, there's no ripcord. Fucker. I digress. Instance battle. I honestly don't really remember this story. At least most of this Gridania story, so maybe I will be suitably enthralled. Uh-oh. Camera's circling. That's not good.
Look! Someone's already here.
Oh, Jesus. It's a voice. Hey, it's Mr. Moogleman!
Oh dear. Is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea.
She's got this whole breathy British Marilyn Monroe thing going on. I can do it too. The only problem is it sounds like I have asthma.
It takes a lot less than that to incite the Greenwrath, you know. Why, the first time we came to the Twelveswood, we almost ended up as a Triumph's dinner. Just for
that dude
crashing
sees
our
the Moogle?
airship in the wrong place. It was all Popolimo's fault, of course. Though, he'd sooner swallow his staff than admit that he's wrong.
I really kind of want to listen to what the hell she was saying. That's Ida, right?
No, not this one. Not even close. Kupo!
That voice. Oh my god, that Moogle's voice is as bad as mine.
Kuplo Kop?
Kuplo Kop?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
Wait, were you the Moogle that got drunk?
Were you the one that ate the carriage? I'm not evil at all.
Oh my god, it even has a Splinter Cell sound effect. That's amazing.
How are the readings?
I don't know, how are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well. And newly manifested at that.
Disturbance in the Force. I'm sorry, I'm going through puberty.
Kuplo Kop seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Bum bum bum!
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive.
Get over it.
The slightest disruption to the etheric flow. And this sort of thing happens.
Uh-oh. Vibrate-y thingies. Oh shit, my controller's rattling like my tum-tum. By the way, tum-tum, this is a real bad time for this. Tum-tum, don't take that as an affirmation of, like, copycat syndrome. You're fine, I promise, tum-tum. You need to, like, slow your roll, pimpin'.
Little choice.
Those we don't. Also, this game's battle music is fucking best in class. So good. Part of me wants WoW to have battle music. I never will, but part of me wants it. Because I'm sure their battle music would be really badass. If you want to get even, hit them harder! For you short-tempered thaumaturge, I'm still a little bit salty that thaumaturges did not become white mages because that's what they were initially intended to be in 1.0. They were supposed to be the thaumaturges. Can you guys even hear me? Am I a little bit... Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, that's right. I had to turn it down just a smidge-a-rooney, so that way hopefully you guys can hear me better. I say you guys, it's literally just me. I'm gonna poke the Frenzy Elm with the power of my spear and being a giant cat person. Aw, I missed. Sad face. This music is so good, man. I'm not gonna say I'll never get tired of hearing it because I'm not gonna jinx myself, but dude, Final Fantasy's music is see the fucking DPS, man. Just focus on the one. Just focus on one. See how easy that was? Oh shit! What's up, buddy? Hey guys, I'll take the little ads. It's cool. Don't mind me. I'm a little level 6 doing my part. Don't you mind me? Don't you shoot me in the face, good sir, with your weird AoE thing. You know, Ida and Papalymo are being super quiet for some reason, and I'm not really sure why. But, yep. Stay out of the bad. Die, Frenzied Elm! So this is why that this particular quest starts, is because somebody shoved a sword in a stump and the Tellswood is like, oh no, must have vengeance, and whatnot. Excuse me. It's good times, man. Was it good for you? There is a crystal. It looks a lot like the crystal that's hanging from my ear and gives me a strange experience bonus. What are experience points? I don't know. That's just what it said on the box. Ooh, shiny. I'm floating in space again. This is some trippy ass crystals. You sure you didn't breathe in like shroom juice or something? Shroom dust? Meanwhile, my dude is just surprisingly okay with this.
Hear, feel, think.
I really need to go back and watch 1.0 stuff, because I know that's in reference to 1.0 story, the hear, feel, think thing, and I have no idea what that. Oh shit. Okay. I'm definitely hearing, feeling, and thinking that this is a big fucking problem. Okay. What did that have to... Oh, okay.
Crystal bearer.
Oh, they're just gonna explain it to me then. Okay. Cut right to the chase, huh? No mystery?
I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim.
You've lost
And
weight.
as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life.
Presaging, there's a word you don't hear often.
For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
Sure, how would you like me to do that?
The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Oh, so like Dragon Balls. That's a big ass crystal. Ooh. That is a big ass crystal.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
I'm abducted by crystal aliens, huh? Oh. Oh, that's cool. So it's not necessarily just him. There are other adventurers that she's pulling as well. So that's actually, you know what? That's actually pretty cool. It subverts the whole, like, your character is the main character and everybody else is just kind of there. Where it's not just one person. There are several adventurers that have this
Go
echo.
now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
That's actually kind of cool. All right. I also appreciate that the in-game time is reflected in the cutscenes. That's actually pretty cool.
You
Also, the
fainted.
skybox is
A
gorgeous.
surfeit of ether, no doubt.
Yeah, you know, like huffing paint.
And what have we here?
Dead Exile?
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain.
Cool.
That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders.
That's a cool story. Why?
This is Papalimo. We found the
How are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an Ixalan
Better?
chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's
Actually trying to listen to him in the
matter.
background, too.
Giant crystals?
Oh,
Can't say I've seen any.
cutlass. Much the same
Are
as
you
always.
sure you're feeling better?
Did I really just ask her that? And I'm like, hey, did you, like, pass out? Did you just, like, trip out on shroom stuff and, like, picture yourself flying around this gigantic, like, 80-foot talking crystal that was telling you that you're chosen from, you know, this powerful cosmic force to, like, save the world? No, you didn't have that? Did you take a different kind of shroom than I did? What kind did you take? Because I think yours might be a little bit safer.
Understood. Over and out.
It's not understood at all.
Kuplokop, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Asumi, huh? Okay.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
Oh my god, that voice. Good Lord Almighty. Okay.
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
Take care. What's your name? Don't fucking matter. Don't care. I'm out. Peace. I'm an extra in the Splinter Cell game. Screw you, buddy.
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock.
So why didn't you do it?
You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop, do you?
And this occurs to you now?
I love Papalimo.
Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Oh,
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless you don't know what's going on either.
my god, Ida.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Those two totally sleep together. They totally bone on the side. I don't really want to think about, like, the logistics of that. But they totally do. They got that old married couple vibe. Okay, so Galfried. Okay, so the story is actually a little bit different than I remember it being, but then again, I also haven't listened to the story in a long friggin' time. Dude, look at that. Look at how cool that is. Look at the water effects. So cool. I love the way this game looks, man. This game is so gorgeous. Like I said, my biggest wish was that just the world was larger. That there was more. That I, you know, I understand why logistically they went back to every zone being kind of its own thing. But there was something so awesome about 1.0's ability to just run from... You could run from Thanalan, you could run from Ul'dah to... well, theoretically, you can run from Ul'dah. Actually, no. No, there was a zone line between Thanalan and the Black Shroud. You actually did hit a zone point. But there's just something really cool about having this massive swath of land to search through, you know? Cole sent word that you've been spotted doing battle with enraged train. I'm relieved to find none worse with experience, but tell me, what have you discovered with the Lifeman's stump? I found a blade of a dead chieftain. Sword in the stump of a dead Exile. I can say with absolute certainty that this blade is of Exile origin. It is of a kind used exclusively by the Beastman's rituals. The Exile rarely set foot in the Central Shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could they have gotten them to take such a risk if something is afoot? More than a foot, it's a hand, it's a butt. That, a dubious couple sporting peculiar spectacles. Ha ha ha! You've finally been acquainted with Ida and Papalymo. They use suspicions to rest. Gridania counts them among their staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from a distant land and have been with us since before the Calamity. The guard may appear outlandish and their exchanges baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist the gods Quiver and the Wood Whalers in their work. I hope you will in the days to come. Although our unknown visitor eludes us still, owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence on the Exali threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Does it give me chicks and women? Wait, no, those are literally the same thing. Does it give me money and women? Also, the level up sound being the victory theme. I know that's stupid. It's amazing and I love it. Garn, injuries to several of my men have short-handedly required a short unfinished study. Put down as many of the local Chigo population. Okay. We'll get into Guild Inspire. He will answer any queries you might have. Now I have other business to attend to. Why am I doing this? Dude, I tripped on some shrooms and saw a giant crystal. Why am I doing this? Yep. Take a second. Oh, I can't actually zoom in completely that way. Listen to that for a second. That is some super relaxing ASMR right there. I would... It's one of those sort of moments where the attention to detail, where it really kind of feels like... Moments like that, it kind of feels like a fully fleshed out world with the sound design. It feels like a place where, you know, in the evening you can practically feel, you know, a warm summer breeze. You know, you can hear the grass crunching. You can hear, you know, trees creaking and all of that shit. All I'm saying is it's cool and I like it. I'm a big fan of the ambient sounds. It makes things, you know, my immersion! But it does actually help with the immersion a great deal. So I need to kill 3 of these. Sorry, Black Fs. I know you've done literally nothing to me, but you've got this weird little symbol over your head, which means you give me experience upon death. Well, bonus experience upon death, so I have no choice but to slaughter you for my own betterment, apparently. Don't ask me why, man. This is just what This is what my guildmaster says. This is what he says I gotta do, so this is what I gotta do. Thank you for your sacrifice. Run back here real quick. Look at the skybox. So again, the difference between without free shade and with it. I mean, it's still gorgeous without it, right? It's still gorgeous. Regardless of whether or not you have any sort of post-processing effects. But I like the post-processing effects. It gives things a bit more depth. You know? Makes things feel a little bit more, at least to me, a little bit more realistic, as it were. Maybe realism isn't what you're going for in a game with, you know, giant bipedal cat people. Actually, 2 races of giant bipedal cat people, but hey. This adventure standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. Seems, however, they had little trouble gathering egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. Unless you wonder, these exiles are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and Wood Whalers are assisting in league by collecting samples I need to check for signs of sickness. That Chigo, you see, one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any hero who contracted this gasolineless would almost invariably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of Hyrulean population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago, of course. Huh. And we will never reference it again. Medicines available to us now. The Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Is most appreciated. Okay, well, way to make me kind of feel like an asshole for being like, this is beneath my station. I'm the Warrior of Light, probably shorter, wearing giant Leon gear. And you're like, yeah, so we collect the egg sacs to make sure that, a third of our population doesn't die of the plague. Oh. Why'd you just friggin' say that? I would have just been like, oh, okay, sure, I can help, save a third of humanity. Purity, whatever. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition, and for the Craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the Conjurers. If such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the Lily livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment behind by the hero Pauline herself. While I attempted to instill some backbone into the so-called soldier, would you mind recruiting the survey gear and returning it to Hero Pauline at Gabinot's Bower? According to the recruit's tale of woe, there should be a survey record, survey rope, 2 boxes of surveying instruments strewn about the interior cave to the south of here. It's a wonder why the damn blue didn't lose his boots. I'm realizing I think they shortened these storylines too. I thought there were 1 or 2 quests in between that and this too. Again, it's been literally years since I've done it, so I have no idea if, how much crap they've cut out. But either way, I'm for it. Yarzan? Weird daddy long legs looking suckers. It's amazing what you learn when you actually try reading the story. Which is to say, I probably shouldn't give the game so much shit. I mean, it's an RPG, it's a JRPG. And it does a really surprisingly good job of immersion. Immersion! But it does a pretty good job of... Oh, hello. The sound of, whatever you call that, the level up sound, will never not be one of the best things you ever hear in your life. Hip. Okay, thank you. I just want the surveyor instruments, that's all. So I know that says surveyor rope. I initially read that as surveyor's pope, and I got very confused for a second. Where is the surveyor's... There it is, okay. I didn't think I walked past anything. Where's... Back over... Yep, okay. So let's do my sprint back through the cave. Listening to the ASMR of that, like water effects, water splashing. What's up, Yarzan? Peace out, Yarzan. Get fucked. Oh god. Don't get caught on a rock. Thank you. I can appreciate the fact that they actually list, like, there's actually a built-in threat meter. I mean, WoW's like, what, 15, 16 years old, it still doesn't have one of those? I mean, I guess it kind of does. Whatever. But it helps knowing what's actually attacking you. I think you can even target with it, can't you? I assist you in some matter? Yeah, here's the stuff my idiot colleague threw away. Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers at the Bannock. But at the first sign of danger, you say? No, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officer saw that these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. That's probably why he turned tail and ran, because he's like, you didn't train for this shit, I'm out. We no longer rely upon our past knowledge of the 12s. What if we are to survive these troubled times? We must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings. Cool. Okay. Give me stuff that I can sell. I hesitate to make such a dangerous quest, but might you assist us in thinning the numbers at Naked Rock? Our efforts continue. Me with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area of late. However, our meditations have all but have all too frequently been interrupted by the unprovoked Anole attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Well, aren't they like raptors, basically? The numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the Seventh Humble Era, forcing packs of the Scalekin to come down from the mountains and search for food. If you could slay a handful of them, there was warnings. And I'm afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If to truly predict this spiraling growth, we must also target their future offspring. Bring me one of their eggs so you played your part in returning this balance in the area of the forest. Cool! Kill the local wildlife. Can do. Ooh, Morochu. So I know that green or blue dot says that you are, you know, a non-threatening member of a non-invasive species, but the little symbol on top of your head says that you give me bonus experience, so you must die. Yep. So I hope you don't mind it, sir. Ooh, hey. You know how I was mentioning about immersion? There's something... I don't want to complain about immersion, but there's something hilarious about me running around in the Trollswood in my Leonhardt garb and then just see somebody flying around on like a freaking helicopter or some shit while trying to complete one of these little fates. Let me kill one so I can at least get some measure of experience. Hey, I got 100 experience for it. Yay! And I get to hear another one of the completion scenarios, or the victory fanfares. My word's good, I promise. So, wait a minute, isn't there... that stamp. Local time. Folder format. Isn't there a way to actually change the time at the top? General, target, filters, character. Why? Whatever, it's not that important. I'll look at it later. Let me see. Oh wow, yeah, they really did change that. I didn't pay attention to this the last 2 times that I did this. But yeah, now it's obtain an Anole egg and slay 3 of them. Didn't there used to be like 8 or something like that? Or 6 or something you had to get? I distinctly remember you had to get 4 eggs. That I distinctly remember. You had to get 4 eggs and slay like 8 of these suckers. Okay, they really have cut this shit down. Just mouse click it. Well, sure, I could mouse click it. I was just trying to figure out a way to do it without using my mouse, though. Partially due to laziness, because I have my hands on the gamepad. And just, I don't know, it's partially out of curiosity. I know I have it set like that on another character, but I thought there was something specific in the gamepad settings you could do it without using the mouse. God, my throat is shredded right now. Yay, antibiotics! Oh, they weren't kidding about these things being super aggressive. Jesus. Let me find one of your eggs so that way I can basically destroy, you know, all further reproduction of your species, please. Because, judging by your respawn rate, you could do with that. Icon has egg, please. Egg! Give me egg! I require egg. Please don't bombard me. Huzzah! I outsmarted them with a rock. Rejoice. I got outsmarted by a rock. Don't judge me. God, this game is so gorgeous, especially at night. I love little details like that, like out in the distance, even though it gets very hazy, you can still kind of see the light of a building and stuff like that. I especially remember running around Ul'dah at night. You know, even it being sort of like a desolate wasteland, you can see Ul'dah's city lights kind of burning in the distance. It's so cool looking. Now, you might think my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. That's for the eggs. May delivered to Zuba Amazon at the Bannock. All the eggs are both large and filled with nutrients, a perfect meal for a soldier. Would be more than a little pleased to see this. Well, you know. Furtherance of the bipedal agenda, etc., etc. Make Anoles great again. That. Yep. You know, I remember this place being a lot more difficult to navigate for whatever reason. But I mean, it's also entirely possible that I'm just bad. Character config, left tab, UI setting. Roll the middle. Character config. Left tab. UI setting. Lock type. Flip command. Huh. HUD. Okay. Clock size. Oh, clock that. Ah, there it is. Huzzah. Okay. I thought there was... Okay. I'm not crazy. There was an option for it. Okie dokie. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Another delivery? I know forget that's an Anole egg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these at the table. And you say, Hera Pauline sent you on this errand. And the Anoles are more numerous than ever. Yeah, they are. You'd have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me. I mean, you don't have to make me feel better about myself, but I totally won't turn it down. Thank the gods you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Sure. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hole that was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, the hero ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hero and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Aye, you heard me true, a shadow. Y'all scared of shadows now? On any other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel an Ixali incursion into the West Shroud and area of Belagel. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear the Ixals somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you to go to Spirit Hole to do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you will help us. Nod. I knew you would not let me down. You will have all the support I can muster. Which is none. It's none at all. Crimes and views. Excuse me? Oh, no. Nope. 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 Cool! Oh, god damn it. What is this shit? They're fucking view-botted. God damn it. Cool. Bots. Fantastic. That's just what I want to deal with when playing with this. Having a grand old time. Oh, hey. I forgot that one. But, cool. That was fun. So, rite of returning. So, if I remember correctly in 1.0, the story for this, and admittedly, I don't really remember that much about it, but I think the story was that the 12's Wood was guarded by, you know, the wild elementals or whatever they were called. And pretty much every single living being within the 12's Wood, within the Shroud, basically had to get the elementals' blessing. Like, the elementals were like, you're in my house, bitch! So anything that wasn't doing exactly what the elementals wanted got smacked down by said elementals. I think. But as of right now, since the world basically got destroyed, the elementals are like, look, we still don't really like you all that much, but, you know, we're about to die, so we kind of need your help a little bit. An adventure, is it? Garrett instructed Godfrey's request, you say? Thank the matron. Doubtless you already know this, but a towering shadow manifested without warning and attacked the hero in the midst of the rite. Most of his party has been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. Of the 3 storylines, I'd say that this is probably the one I'm interested in the least. Not that it's bad, but the other ones were like, about towering over me, the 12's good grace, etc., etc. They were more about, like, people being kidnapped and all that kind of stuff. Oh, hello, Trickster. I beg your pardon, sir. You now know who I am. I am Garin Worldbreaker, Giant Catman, in Leonhart garb, and I will poke you with a stick until you stop moving. Yay, verily. Okay. Now, back to what I was doing before. No longer use of here. Help in my stead. Was that the dude that was talking shit to me earlier? I would love to find the whaler that was talking shit to me earlier and be like, hey, what now, bitch? I'm not a nice person. It's fine. Yep. But of the three starting storylines, this one is kind of like, I get it. I mean, I play a druid, so, you know, I'm fine with being a hippie. But the other ones are like about rampant, you know, they're basically, I think both the other ones are about kidnapping, aren't they? Don't shoot me. You know, I was gonna leave you alone. Remember, sir, you were the one who wanted this. You wanted this fight, man. So, I will give you that fight. Enjoy hell. Now, back to what I was doing before. That thing was no elemental, but a born being of darkness. A being born of darkness. Word's good. Languishes alone in the depths. You must help him. Honestly, I really don't remember much. Like, I know that the other two were about kidnapping. This one that I don't really remember that much about. That's the Gridania main story. The boy burned the tree. A boy burned a tree? Huh. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul that it may wake to life. He couldn't have waited to do that to... Okay, whatever. So wait, why was he just waiting behind a pillar? Did they not, like, see that? Why did he wait until I showed up to, like, bop the healer with a giant stone golem? I'm questioning this dude's decisions a little bit. I think he has earned that. Because why? So this is one of the bad things about having Reshade on here, is that it makes this fight... Like, so you can see what's going on here, right? Like, it's cool, awesome sauce and all that. With it on, the glow effects and everything can make it a little bit difficult to see in the dark. It doesn't necessarily bother me in the strictest sense. Well, I guess, well, no, I'm also sitting right next to a window, so... Yeah, it might just be window glare on my part. Yep. Can you handle this, giant orange square? Yeah, I think I can handle this. Yep. Oop. But I can appreciate from a mechanical standpoint, even though I can see why, you know, people may not get into Final Fantasy XIV because it is, in essence, you know, one gigantic attunement quest. The bonus of it being a gigantic attunement quest is that you can introduce mechanics basically whenever you want, and you can, you know, more easily tutorialize what it is you want to teach the player. So this is teaching you ideas of, you know, moving AoE and... Oh, shit, I didn't want to skip that cutscene. Damn it. I'm so used to doing it on my other characters, I didn't even think about it. Shit. I'm pretty sure it was just a guy talking smack, though. Damnation, he has eluded us yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? I oopsied. Okay. You know, just LSD tripping. It's cool. Whatever, are you? Shh, Warbirds, how many makes that today? 7? It's up beyond our fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? Hope not for all our sakes, yet we must be prepared for the worst. You know, I'm just a psychic, it's fine. I'm a giant cat dude with psychic powers. Withered, the same fate has befallen Emerald Moss. Is as we feared. Delamood's analogy is affecting life in the Twelveswood. I mean, the disturbance in the etheric flow? Very same. The Guardians have a lot to answer for. The imbalance they have created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louisoix forewarned. No wonder the primals have started appearing. Oh, is this prior to the calamity? Time is against us, but there's still hope for the land. We must hold fast to that hope and fight to the very last. Greed! Aw, Ida. I just want to, like, pat her on the head. Wah! stupid things. These stupid things happen to be the very latest in Charlian innovation. Show some respect. You're so uncomfortable and ugly. I kind of like Ida. I know she's played for last, but I kind of like her. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. Oh, damn. Fucking Papa Limo coming in with the burns. Hard to believe it's already been 5 whole years, isn't it? Oh, I guess it hasn't. Guess this isn't pre-calamity? Already 5 years is the heartbeat in the life of the planet. So wait, the thing was floating in the sky. Didn't that, like, crash down into the earth and cause this whole shit? I'm confused. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the Trolls were barely recovered at all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. I, along with some new ones, just in case the Ixal and Garuda weren't troublesome enough. I was like, wholesome? I'm like, that is definitely not the right word. Those had to go and invite Ramu, didn't they? You ever think about those adventures who fought alongside us? I do. And then 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Oh wait, why aren't they the Warriors of Light? Like, I'm confused. Why did... I mean, yes, game mechanics states that the adventurers have to be the one to get disappeared and not the NPCs, but... That actually is super relaxing sounding, though. Gonna be real. My favorite thing, I actually grew up in the woods, was just, like, sitting underneath trees during the spring or fall and just listening to the breeze blow through them. It's... Oh. Ida, look. I love that they basically have Splinter Cell goggles. That's so good. Golly, and what is that exactly? Yet another disturbance in the ether, and freshly manifested at that. Emanating from the life meant stump. We must hurry. Okay, so literally that was an hour ago. Okay. Don't mind me, just a minor headache. Having a bit of a psychic episode, I get those a lot. It's the ears. Are you alright? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. Just tripping out on shrooms, it's my normal thing. The good news is that the hero is unharmed. Somewhat dazed, yes, but the whole of mind and body. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the Trollswood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanians sent a hero to offer this place back to the elements by way of the rite of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. Orso cannot be blamed for this. The fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight. The very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is to risk alienating the Twelves with eternal guardians. So what is the difference between the Twelveswood, like the guardians, like the elementals of the Twelveswood, and like a primal? I mean, in all honesty, like, what is the difference between them? Because the idea of a primal is that they... I mean, I know there's obviously a difference, but the idea is that these elementals are a primal force that allow people to be there. If not, they will just, like, you know, they'll curb stomp you out. But you have more than done your part. We shall see the hero to safety and send for the peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Alistan. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Papolino, and that tactless woman beside me here is... Yeah. Papolino and I are surveying the Twelveswood together. Pleased to meet you. Peter, give me a hand, would you? I don't think I've ever heard this song before. There's something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Oh, of course I'm not a Warrior of Light. I'm a giant Catman. Catman didn't exist prior to the Warrior of Lighthood, but, you know, I may have downed a Fantasia at some point and, you know, transformed into something. You know, those things are... They're in common supply. It's fine. You know, you get a headache. It's good. Never mind. Dapper's my eyes are playing tricks. Can we meet again? Wait, how do they explain things like the dragon people and the big cat people and the bunny people? Technically speaking, they can't really be Warriors of Light because they weren't really known to exist. They were, well, I mean, well, maybe it's just that Eorzea is sort of like this backwards land. And I don't know. It seems it's one of those chicken and the egg kind of things, I guess. It's hard to explain. Like, it would be very strange that one of these guys would be the Warrior of Light because these guys didn't exist, at least in known Eorzean lore, you know, until well after all this crap happened. Sup, buddy? Ow. Ow. Stop shooting me with ice spikes. I don't like it. A big furry cat hide is basically impervious to it anyway. Nah, back up off me. Oh, y'all want to play, don't you? Y'all want to play? Okay, that's fine. Big cat man can play. Okay, you are starting to hurt a little bit, though. There we go. I now have the upper hand, and it's time to commence talking shit again. Can't touch this, bitch! Yep. I'm actually honestly shocked by the fact that I don't hate the battle music at this point. I've heard it plenty over the... Ah, I just freaking kicked my desk. It's fine, I got a spare foot. I'm amazed at, you know, the fact that I haven't gotten sick of the battle music and the different variations of it. In part because there's a lot of variation to it. But also because it's pretty bumpin'. What's happened inside of Spirit Hole? 12 preservers. Who's that master mage? But why dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers on my own. I must needs discuss this with Gelfred. Matter warrants a full investigation, and if I am any judge, certainly be my recommendation. Your courage has saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this you have my deepest gratitude. Play return to Gridania and seek out Leone. I understand she wishes to thank you for your effort on our behalf. What? So I know this is not listed anywhere in the story at any point. But there's a part of me, like the conspiracy theorist, you know, tinfoil hat part of me that's like, these adventure guide people, they gotta be like so deep, you know, into some like freaking like Illuminati style shit where they are so deep into this shit because they know everybody, they have connections with everybody, they hear everything. You know, they are the true powers behind all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't piss off Mother. Mother will fuck your day up. Just saying. She's got a mech hiding somewhere. I know it. Welcome back, Garn. The little bird tells me that here in this part we owe you their lives. Nah. I was done, dude. It's cool. I was LSD tripping on shrooms. It's fine. I know LSD and shrooms are not the same thing. Just go with it. A tale for the tavern if there ever were one. Only a shame that I must ask you not to tell it. Time being, at least. Do I make myself clear? Till the hearers have made their will in the matter known, it would be best to avoid unsettling people with the stories of waking statue. Nod. Now then, we must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. Saucy head tilt. For the first half of your reward, I recommend you make use of the accommodations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all you need to do is speak with Antoinette whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. Fuck yeah, I have an in-room! The second half of your reward, I offer you a path of fame and fortune, guild leaves. Guild leaves are records of the various requests we've received from the citizenry. They outline all manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Ontrad, as our guild leave official, will leave mate here at the Carling Canopy. I have spoken with him regarding your knack for solving challenging problems, and he is eager to make your acquaintance. Yay, guild leaves, which are essentially useless for the most part. By the way, have you perchance about the coming festival? It is truly a splendid occasion. Looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend by you and take time to enjoy. Won't be too disappointed if the recent troubles cast a shadow over proceedings, however. I feel nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent that. But if we were talking about you, darling, you have made Mother proud. Aw, I made Mommy proud. Are you proud of me now, Papa? I expect great things of you, young man. Oh no. She now has expectations of me. I don't know how to handle this. Yay, recommendations list. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so on to Bent Branch. That was my favorite fresh-faced adventure. Oh, don't scowl. You got of habit. You've come a long way since you first walked through my door. I will not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Benchbright Meadows and the Central Shroud. Unlike the recruits you see at the Bannock, the men and women at the Bent Branch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than a few who walk in the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Bent Branch is also home to a very usefully situated aetheryte. It is, in other words, a perfect place for you to begin your next stage of your journey as an adventurer. And what better time than the present? Leave the city, be the Roommate's Badger Gate, southwest Newcomer Bridge. An ether in the distance, you may congratulate yourself on having successfully found Bent Branch Meadows if you so fancy. Workable Porter Service. Capable Adventurer. And be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head Chocobo Wrangler, when you arrive. So, Elemental is like the scholar's pet. They can exist with little or just surrounding ether, I think. Farmers need faith and lots of energy. Let's just think of the Dark Age. Travel and info wasn't that easy. Isn't Hrothgar was jailed by the Empire Small? Well, that's the thing. I haven't gotten past A Realm Reborn yet. In fact, I haven't even gotten through the patch quests. Because that's one of the reasons I was waiting until recently, to come back and play. I had gotten real into it after, maybe like a year and a half ago, basically because BFA sucked. It was a dumpster fire, so I started playing Final Fantasy XIV again and really got back into it. And I leveled another character up to level 50 because my level 55 character, I didn't remember the story, so I leveled another character up to re-experience the story, got into it, but then I had surgery on my wrist, couldn't play video games for a little while, and by that point, I had kind of fallen out of it again, forgot the story, and I haven't really touched it again until recently, because every time I tried to log back in, I'm like, I don't remember the story. And also, Jesus Christ, I still have another 40 patch quests to go. I can't take this. So I was kind of hoping with the revamp that they would have cut it down. And it seems like they have cut it down fairly significantly. Like I said, I've leveled 2 characters to 50 in the last week or so, just to kind of get a feel for how much faster it seems. And it does seem a lot faster. I haven't done any of the patch quests yet, though. But yeah, this is me actually kind of playing through it again to really re-experience the story so I can try to remember just where the hell I am. So, yep. Gawain, Fear the Fearless. You've returned. I take it from your presence that you have gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Yes, it is the pokey stick by which things die on. Recall me telling you that no small amount of courage to be a lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something which one finds unnerving. Thank you for giving me the definition of courage. However, a lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former into 2 aspects. I would have you learn each with spear in hand. The first is composure. When outnumbered in battle, a lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. While this training will swiftly flee in his mind and will struggle to overcome. Yeah, okay. So don't run like a little bitch, okay? In Sooth, you must learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this and you'll be able to call upon every ounce of your strength and skill when it matters most. The riverbanks in Gentle Shroud or Vilekin, known as Yarzans. Yeah, no, the giant daddy long fuckers, right? Making them the bane of fisher folk. Barring them avenues escape before they close in for the kill. One must go through the mind of the victim in the instant panic, despair. Be sure to tell me upon your return. Damn, okay. I would say that you brave such an encounter. Take a sack of decidedly noisome bait and use it to lure the ever-ravenous creatures out of the nest. Maybe that only one curious Tarzan appears, but what if 2 or 3 follow the scent? Let us see how you fare then. So now, my young lancer, learn what it means to fight with composure. Does this motherfucker really send some people to their death? He's just like, look, you can do this. Cool. If you die, it's on you, buddy. Sucks to be you, sweetheart.